24/7 reddeer.ca and Rebels this week back here at the NMAX Centrium. Now that the Red Deer Rebels finally know who they are taking on in the first round of the 2015 WHL playoffs. By virtue of Calgary's Sunday afternoon win at home over the Kootenay Ice, the Medicine Hat Tigers fell to second place in the Central Division, and with the Rebels finishing third, the 2-versus-3 matchup has the Medicine Hat Tigers taking on your Red Deer Rebels. Games 1 and 2 go this Saturday and Sunday in Medicine Hat. Games 3 and 4 return here to the NMAX Centrium on Wednesday, April 1st and Thursday, April 2nd. Here's Associate Coach Jeff Truit and his thoughts on the Rebels' first-round matchup. I guess first things first, is there anything that you can tell us about Adam Usiel after he left the game late on Saturday there?
Well, as of this morning, he was getting looked at by the doctors and reevaluating what happened on Saturday, and I haven't heard anything from our trainers yet. So I would imagine something will happen later on this afternoon.
Certainly would be a tough loss with a young talent like him going into a playoff series.
Yeah, a big, heavy forward that plays hard, and he's strong at the net and does a lot of good things. And to lose him is kind of a blow right now. But we're going to have to obviously fill the hole and and trudge forward. So tough to lose him here, but again, we've got to focus on what's coming down the pipe here in the next 4 or 5 days.
Medicine Hat Tigers starting on Saturday in Medicine Hat in the first round of the playoffs. Just your thoughts on the matchup that you guys face.
Well, whether it was Medicine Hat or Calgary, I mean, you got all you can do is just prepare the best you can for the opponents that you've got. And I mean, we've played Medicine Hat pretty tough this year. I think we were 2-3, 1-0 against them this year. So a lot of good games. They've got outstanding talent up front. I mean, they've got a great goaltender, and their back end is deep back there. So they're going to bring out the the best in us, and we're going to have to make sure that we're playing at 100%, because right now 90 is not good enough.
What are the biggest challenges that face you in these Medicine Hat Tigers?
Their transition game is great. I mean, they know when they have the puck, and then they just send guys right out of the zone. They do a great job of that, and just their in-zone work. I mean, they've got a lot of agile guys that can handle the pucks. They make great reads off of each other. So, for us to contain guys one-on-one down in our defensive zone, we've got to make sure that we're taking time and space away.
How do you feel this team has played, your Rebels team, as you wrapped up the regular season here?
Well, the last game against Edmonton, it would have been nice to, really come out and put a nail in the coffin. But, the game before that, in Edmonton, we played a great game for 60 minutes, which was good. So, but, no matter if you're on a 3-game winning streak, a 3-game losing streak right now, the slate is clean, and it's now game 1 going on in the best of 7. So, all we can ask of the players is, they got to re-energize. We got to prepare them the best that we can, and let the intensity and the passion go in playoffs, which you would expect.
Adam, aside, you're a healthy club going into the playoffs. That's certainly a bonus.
Yeah, it's nice to have Connor back. I mean, he's our captain and obviously a dangerous threat out there. So it's great to have him back. We're getting healthier all the time, which is great, and it's kind of nice to have a full complement of players. Minus Adam Usiel, but getting some of these other guys back will help an awful lot too.
On the good news side for the Red Deer Rebels, captain Connor Bleackley finally returned to their lineup on Saturday in their 3-2 loss to the Edmonton Oil Kings. It was Connor's first time in the lineup since he went down with a groin injury on February 6th. Well, you finally got back into the lineup after more than a month away. How did it feel for you on Saturday?
I thought it was all right. Obviously, we didn't play our best game, but to get out there and know that there's no pain or anything holding me back, it feels pretty good to get the first one out of the way. Especially coming into playoffs here, it's going to be bumped up another notch here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Saw you hit a guy and take a penalty on your opening shift. You could certainly tell that you were definitely excited to finally be back out there. Eh?
Yeah, for sure. It was kind of a weird play, and I got him up high with the cross check, but I didn't want to ease into anything, and to get a hit in that early was good, but. Obviously I like to play that style of game, so it's not going to change. The injury is not going to change that.
For mostly a bird's eye view for the finish of the regular season, what did you see from your club out there? How did they wrap up the regular season?
You know what? I thought we did a pretty good job. We kind of had a stretch there where we weren't playing our best hockey right at the start, of my injury, and then, we kind of closed it out there with 7-1-1 at one point. So. I think everybody's really excited for Saturday and what we can do, and hopefully we'll have a long run here.
Thoughts on the Medicine Hat Tigers now that you're going to be playing them in the first round? I mean, obviously it's going to be a tough matchup, but how do you feel your club matches up against them?
Yeah, for sure. It's it's real exciting to, it's always fun to play in that rink, and obviously it's going to be their last year. So, I think this year, I'm not sure exactly what the record is, but I like our matchup against them in a 7-game series. Obviously, they're small, skilled. They got those small, skilled forwards, and obviously big guys on the back end. So I think it'll be a good series, and for us, we want to play physical and play them real hard because that's not the game that they want to play.
Your club, for the most part, healthy, all hands on deck. I'm sure that'll be good.
We were kind of fortunate this year. I think I was looking, there was 6 or 7 guys who played a full season, which is probably pretty rare, but it's good to have everybody back, and this week of practice is going to be huge for some guys getting rest and other guys gearing up for game 1.
How confident are you that this team can win a series and go deep in the playoffs this year?
I'm confident for sure. I think I think this team is built for playoffs. I think it's us in a 7-game series. I don't think many teams probably want to play that physical game for 7 a series, and as far as we can go, I'm not sure, but I think if we play the way I know we can play and the way that we should play, then we'll do well, and I think that it's going to be fun to see what we can do for sure.
While Connor Bleackley going to the playoffs for the second time in his career, it'll be the first trip to the WHL postseason for Rebels rookie defenseman Austin Strand.
Oh, I'm pumped. It's regular season went really well, and so I'm just excited to get playoffs underway.
How excited are you to have the outstanding support of all your teammates here as you go into the postseason?
It's always good to have the boys supporting you. I love them all, and hopefully they all love me back. So it's good.
Your thoughts on the Medicine Hat Tigers and how well you think your club matches up against them?
We have a pretty good record against them this year, so I think we have a pretty good chance against them, and I'm excited.
How are you feeling about your overall game going into the postseason?
It's all right. Always room for improvement, and that's what I'm just gonna do: practice, get better, and work hard.
So there you have it, a bit of a preview as your Red Deer Rebels get set to take on the Medicine Hat Tigers in round 1 of the playoffs starting this Saturday. Game 2 goes Sunday in Medicine Hat before the series comes here to the NMAX Centrium next Wednesday and Thursday.